ALW Collectibles up and running. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a little while since I've done a live stream. I don't know if I posted about it or didn't say anything about it, which I probably didn't, which was on my. But I'm going to start doing one every other month. Every month to me was a little overkill because I was repeating a lot of the same information. Haven't put that aside. Welcome. How's everybody doing? 1 second here. I'm doing like 3 different things here. Yes. All right. Sorry, I forgot to mute my phone, and that's all on me. Oh, well, we are up, and everything's going. I got all my systems going, and camera feeds are working. Hopefully, you can hear me well this time. I got a new microphone, and got a lot of fun things going on the channel with ALW Collectibles. I have reviews coming up. Want to throw one thing out right away. I know I recently did the review for this. I'm going to be redoing this review. I wanted to make it really special and awesome. It kind of fell apart a little bit with the sound and the audio. Still a good video, but I'm going to be redoing it again now that we have the new mics. I have new lighting coming, which will help me with videos as well. So in the comments, please be kind. Let me know what you think of that. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm still learning all this on the fly a lot. So a lot of things I'm working with and trying and seeing what I can do with everything. So that's where we are with everything right now. Trying to make sure everything is running fine. Having said all that, let me move my little friend closer to me. There we go. So, like I was saying, we have a lot of reviews that are going to be coming up in ALW Collectibles. I've been trying to keep on certain themes. I know I've been jumping around a lot, but I just have a lot of stuff I want to review. So, we are going to be working with, of course, the Ninja Turtles and Power Ranger theme. And this is one that's coming up soon. This is actually Raphael, and that looks really cool. And the whole set, I've got it all, so I'm going to do all the reviews on it because I like doing the Power Rangers and the Turtles. I thought they were really cool. It's a lot of fun, nice little crossover. And with those, of course, comes the lighting issues that I've been working with and just trying to get everything organized. So it's been a lot of back and forth with that. You know, going with all that, I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and I'm glad that I can do this for people and go out and produce the videos. It's not as fast as I wanted to because I'm trying to make the videos a little bit better now. So I do apologize that I'm putting gaps between videos sometimes, anywhere from 6 to 9 days. That's because I want to get the quality as good as I can for you. Because like I said, when I first started this channel, I wanted to do it to help people like myself who maybe get stuck on a figure or just want some background on the figure. And that's what I wanted to make sure I was doing properly. And I kind of think some of it fell a little behind. So I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Plus, of course, you know, the camera, the lighting, the mics, I want to make sure all of that works the right way so that I can bring you the best one that I can. Again, one of my favorite belts of all times. Love this thing. I think it really is heavy. But I wanted to bring that out and just throw it out there, let people know what's going on. But other than that, you know, in the world of collecting, a lot of fun things have been going on. You know, of course, the crossover sets, you can find a lot of those. NECA figures are going crazy. You can buy some currently as I knock over my mic. That's great. Oh, you got this guy here. No backflip. Can you hear me okay? So you got Beetlejuice, you got, Jack Skellingtons, um, Turtles, Power Rangers. They even got Megan from the Megan movies. Megan 1 and Megan 2.0, which I'll be honest, I can't wait to go see that. That looks like a really cool one. I thought the first one was quite unique, to put it nicely. And the second one, I'm hoping still captures that fun. So, yeah, for me, that was amazing. Thank you. Audio is good. Love it. So, yeah, it's just, I've been really getting into a lot of the NECA figures. And speaking of NECA figures, we got a couple more Robocops we'll be doing soon. Alex J. Murphy. And Robocop versus Terminator. Flame Robocop. Some nice ones coming out. I'm always giving recommendations to people that I know. That's kind of rude to talk away from the camera. Sorry. Um, I always try giving recommendations to people that I know so that you can see where I'm coming from. Like I said, I love NECA figures, of course, Transformers, Power Rangers, GI Joes, um, X Men. I got some of the X Men figures in here, so it's all fun for me. I even got a nice wrestling one, which, well, I knock over the Batmobiles. We're doing the review on this eventually. I just don't know when I'm going to start doing wrestling figures themselves again. Um, every time I put them in a poll, they seem to tank heavily. I'm going to do them eventually. I do promise people. Um, Other things, I wanted to show a couple things that are on my desk that I may not see a lot of. Like, I'll be doing this one soon. I'll probably do an unboxing. Big Bang Lego. Yes, I do have the Big Bang Lego theory, Big Bang Theory Lego set. That one I like. I can do the review on it. Unfortunately, it's a little buried on the shelf behind me, so I can't dig it out at the moment. But these are some of the things that actually sit on my desk and are in the background to the videos. I thought they'd be really cool to show. And then, of course, one of my bigger sets, Alien Queen versus Ripley in the Power Loader. If people are interested in reviews on those, let me know. I wouldn't mind doing a review on these. I'd love to find the other two. So I want the whole set. They actually make a display stand when you're done. Okay. My door just popped for no reason. I just got to set these up. Give me 2 seconds. Apparently, my cat just did a kamikaze into my door in here and tried popping it open. Wow. Okay. Oh, other things. On top of that, I wanted to say Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. I know this is the day after Father's Day. And I didn't want to do a video on Father's Day because I wanted to spend time with my family. My wife got me some awesome figures. Here's one of them I will be doing the review on. This one's going to take a while to get used to. This is Hatchet. Um, yeah. And then she got me Gamer Edition Skywarp. Sorry. And then my son got me an awesome gift too. This is going to be fun putting together with them. Wife and I are currently doing the Bumblebee one. Yes.
Forcing you to show off some of my collection now.
Okay. So I've been asked to show these off, which I can do that. Don't ask me who is who, what's what. I have no idea.
They have cards.
Oh. Did I mention Happy Father's Day to everybody? Oh, this is what happens when you're a dad. Okay, so back to what I was doing. Okay, he wants me to show these off. We can show them off. So he got little UFC figures. and I got him his first one, and then he bought one. It's really cool. They are a little small detail. They do step on a little platform, and apparently, they get all of them. They make an octagon. So cool. That'll be interesting. He's got two of them, and here's the second one. Put him up on his little stand. I butcher their names, so I'm going to put the cards right next to him so you can read them. Comes with that little stand, then the little figure himself. And they're a little posable. Legs don't move, but the head does. I mean, they are really nice. Interesting collectible. And they are designed that when you get enough of them, they go together. So that is really cool. So we got a bonus on our live stream today with that. As I was saying, Hatchet. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to this figure. Then the Transformer, I don't see how it's going to work, but I want to do this. This is on my list to transform actually today. I did get a comment in on my Injector video, which I'm proud of myself. I will pat myself on the back. Oh, he has a third one. He just didn't bring him in, so I only thought he had two. But those are really cool little UFC figures. Before I get too ahead of it, yeah, he wants me to do a preview of another collection that I love. Which were the Burger King Star Wars collector's mugs from back in the day. So we will be doing a look at these. They are in there. Really cool. I love that movie. Was the reboot Star Wars for the new continuity. Oh, I said Star Wars. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I did. Star Trek. As a Star Trek fan and a Star Wars fan, that is an embarrassing moment for me. I do apologize to everybody. Star Trek. Okay. Star Trek cups. Wow. I don't believe I just did that. I know somebody's going to roast me in the comments on that one, and I deserve it. I really do deserve it for that. That was bad. That was bad. I am truly sorry, people. Wow. That was just very wrong of me on so many levels. I don't know if I can recover from that one. All right. Well, let's attempt to move forward here. I don't believe I just did that. All right. Um, so before that came in, yeah, I'm disappointed in me too. I got a comment on my Injector video asking me if I had two figures, which I told people before. If you want to know if I have them, I'll let you know. And I will look for them. One of them was Torka, which I know I do not have. That was a microverse set. I do not have it. The other question of in that that threw me off. I can't even speak now. The other figure in his question was Polar Claw. I don't know if I still have my Polar Claw. I have to look in the basement. With room constraints, I didn't put all of my Beast Wars on the shelves. I still have some in the boxes, so I will definitely take a look sometime this week. And by Saturday, I'll have an answer for him on that video. So if you have any questions on any videos, I always check my messages, drop it on the video. I will get to you as fast as I can. And if it's a question about a figure I have, I'll try to get back to you in a timely manner to let you know if I have that that figure, and I will do a video on it for you. But the other thing I told him is I'm going to be doing more Beast Wars soon. So the two I actually have lined up. I'm going to see if the comments can guess the names. I like to do that because it's fun to see what collectors actually watch these videos sometimes. So those are on my list to be done. Any updates on my gaming channel? ALW Collectibles on Twitch. Yes. I am going to be starting a game again. I'm going to be starting over. I've been playing Stranded Deep. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I would like to do that on a live stream because I really enjoy playing it. I also have several other games I want to get back into playing. It's just I have to find the time for it. So life gets a little crazy for everybody, and I'm trying to work everything around it and not spend too much time on just one thing. So it is still in the works. I'm still working on doing that. It's just going to take me a little bit more time, but I am going to get it done. That is for sure. The channel's still active. It's ALW Collectibles on Twitch. Another videos that is going to be coming up. They're probably going to be shorts. I posted two as a video. Are the Battle Masters for this Transformers War for Cybertron line. I'm just taking one off the shelf as an example. I will be doing more of these, but these are going to be coming shorts because there's not really much to the transformation. The bios are non-existent, and they're really just cool figures. So, like I said, I want to give you updates as the things that are going on with this channel and what direction I'm taking. There is going to be more Rise of the Beasts coming. On list coming up soon is my buddy Battle Trap. This was the Studio Series version. He'll be coming up on my reviews soon. Another review I'll be looking at, but I want to know what you think of this. We're either just going to be taking a look at it, or we're actually going to be opening this. This is the Command series. This is the premium edition figure set. Optimus, Mainframe, and Jazz. See what interest, if anybody has to see this set, and if you want to see it unboxed, or do you just want to see it what it looks like in a box. I can do that review either way because I actually have all three figures loose, separate from this set. Let me clear that up. But yeah, that's the direction with a lot of this that I'm working on right now. Like I said, lighting has been a challenge, and I'm trying my best with it. I just wanted to give you guys an update on it. I am picking up a new lighting setup, and just I'll be toying with it through videos to see how it works and how I can get it to work the way I want it to. Problem is the lighting in this room is not really designed for it. And I'm not going to hang a lot of things from the ceiling to reflect lights and stuff, and that would just destroy this room. So I'm not going to do that. But like I say, I never claimed to be a professional. I'm happy to be an amateur and just really practice this and learn. Yep. I'll show it too. That's my mic. Amazon. $20. 2-pack. Works great. I noticed a lot of my videos recently, since I got it, the audio has been improved. And I am trying to work with new equipment. Like I said, this is my downtime in my hobby, so I'm not going to put a lot of money into it right now because I have a lot of other responsibilities. Like I always say, collecting responsibly and doing things responsibly. Not that I'm harping or preaching to anybody, but it's just what I do. I've gotten a little crazy at times myself, but I know when to pull back. But that's the direction we're going. You know, a lot of new, like I've been saying, collectibles are something I enjoy. A lot of new collectibles coming out. A lot more primes recently. They announced 2 more, Alchemist and Onyx, which I saw photos for both of those. They look really sharp, and I mean nice. And then we have there's a couple more on that line. You've got all different versions of a few other figures. You know what? I drew a blank, and I didn't even take notes today because I wanted to do everything off the cuff. Yeah. Well, that one's on me. Like I said, a lot of new collectibles coming out. I've been in the stores recently. Still can pick up quite a few of the generation Transformer One figures. Still, good assortment of those. You can see those up. I don't know if you can see them. They're right up here behind me. This is all Transformers One, and then I got a lot of little blokies up there. After like 8 attempts, I got a cogged Megatron Blokey. So that was fun. I got to put him together. I might actually do that on camera and just assemble them for fun because I think that'd be really cool for people to see how they look. All I do is pre-open the box and then I just pre-open the packaging itself, and that's all I do with it. So I'm actually, you know what? I will do that. I'll do that live. Well, live. I'll do that on camera so people can see it. Speaking of seeing, I've also said before I want to do some of the older figures, and I have a preview coming up. I'm gonna do this little gentleman's review next. This is the next one on the block for me. He's actually right on the pedestal waiting to be reviewed. It's one of my original Transformers that I had from 1985. Um, Original as in it was one of the in the first waves. It was actually released in the second wave of the set, but you know what I'm saying. To a lot of us that were alive at that time, we didn't care about waves. It was new toy. Didn't matter. It had been out for a year. So you can't see. Should be a lot of fun. Review should be coming up probably the next day. I want to shoot it hopefully today after the live stream. But I wanted to get on here and say hi to everybody, let you know what's going on with the channel. Like I said, with the belt reviews, particularly, I had a lot of glitches with the first one. Yeah, I got it. Now I do. Um, Inside joke between me and my friend here. My boy. Literally, he's my son. Um, as I was saying, belt review. There was a lot of issues with that video, and I wanted to take the time to quickly address that completely. I am going to do belt reviews in that style more so you can see them. The place I'm doing them is a special place for me. It's actually a martial arts dojo that I train in, and I'm very good. I work there and I teach there. So for me, it holds a special place in my heart, and I'm proud I can do the videos there because it's just a great environment, high energy for me, and to do this something that I'm really excited about with the passion with the belts is something I really, really enjoy. So, but like I said, first time out, we weren't sure how things were going to work, and now we know. Hey, we got a bad echo. We need a better mic. Lighting was good, but I got to make sure the camera focus is a little bit better. Small things we're working on for the next video, and then I will reshoot the WCW television title video when everything's redone, and I'll repost it as the newer version. I'm going to leave the old version up because I want people to see where the channels come from. Yeah. I mean, overall, I'm still having a blast with everything. I'm having a great time doing these reviews. And just, it's interesting to see the comments and questions that I get sometimes on my videos. It really is fun to hear from other collectors. I did the national title. Someone pointed out I missed a champion, and I was I was shocked that someone called me on that, and I'm glad they did. I thought it was awesome. Not shocked in a bad way. I'm like, that's awesome that someone could pay attention to that. Yeah, yep. My son and his girlfriend were my backup crew. He just posted that on the comments. I do want to give them their credit. My son and his girlfriend were the backup crew for that video. They helped me set up the lighting. They helped me set up the angles, and that is very special to me. That that's something that they can help me with. So that was a lot of fun for me doing that video. Sorry to jump around. I just now noticed it in the chat. But like I was saying, excuse me. Mm, excuse me. Going forward with the channel, I'm still going to do the same thing. I want to try including the bios with the figures when I can. Um, the comments that were brought up in a lot of my videos have been positive, real questions, and I think they're awesome. Keep them coming. I enjoy answering them, and it helps me grow when I miss something or somebody points out, hey, you did this figure, but you missed this part. It helps me as a creator, content creator, to work on the fine details a little bit more, and I love that. So I want to say thank you to people out there that left comments on my videos. I think it would be really good. Uh, I am not turning this into a food channel. I am not turning this into. All right. So, Prong on 2019 asked me, I'd love to have a grilling tutorial for burgers on your channel. No, not doing that. This is a toy channel. This is not a food channel. You got a soda tasting one time. I'm not doing it again. Oh, I swear to God, he does this just to make me laugh. Oh, great. Oh, wonderful. Um, yes, you do, and then you have to deal with me after. Oh, God, help me. Um, yeah. So back to the world of toys, where this channel's supposed to be going. Uh, a lot of things are going on with that. Working with all the new experiences, and I appreciate all the feedback and information, and I'm trying to grow with it. So I wanted to take a moment, even though it's taken me a couple times here because I keep getting interrupted about making burger videos, to say thank you. I really do enjoy it. I love the interaction. I think it's really cool. And I'm going to keep going forward. And for each time that I get one of those, I'm trying to make it better and correct myself. And it has helped me notice that on some of my videos, I need to slow down a little with the details. But I also know, like on some of these videos, I'm not going to drag this out for 10 minutes. This video can be done in 2.5, 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes tops. So why am I going to go drag out all that information for what purpose? Is the question. So just to see where I'm going with this and how I want to say thank you to everybody on that point. Like I said, in the beginning, I said videos have been sparse. Some of them have been back to back, and then there's gaps between when I post them. Those gaps are usually just me taking time to adjust things. Or other reason too is life just really gets in the way, and sometimes I just get really busy. Doing this, I want to find a nice balance for this and my family, and that's what I work on. Yes, I agree with that. Um, he just suggested a 15-minute review for 2025. I can do that video. Catch you up to date on what we've done with the channel, what we've done for reviews. That'd be really cool, really fun. This year's been a fun year for me. A lot of things coming my way. A lot of things I've been working with. This channel's. Oh, see, it didn't come across that way. Correction. I know a 15-minute idea. Burger review 2025. Not a food channel. Wow. I swear to God, he's doing everything he can today to get me to break. He really is. Oh, help me. Um, Focus here. Videos, toys, Transformers. Thank you. Okay, back on track. One other thing I wanted to talk to people about. One of the items on my desk, which I've been using as a backdrop. I only say this because somebody I know personally did not leave a comment, but they asked me what this was. They thought it was just a very large uh, Autobot logo. This is actually a book. Unfortunately, the battery's dead. This is the Covenant of Primus. And to open it, now it doesn't want to work. Of course not. That's because my hands are in the way. Oh, it is working now. So this is actually a book. This is just the display holder for the book. In Beast Wars, they reference the Covenant of Primus, the book written by Alpha Trion, given the history of the Transformers, and this is it. So this is what's on my desk. Just going to grab a couple pages and flip through it. If me and your wife had our way, it would be a food channel. Well, it's my channel. So that is actually what's in the backdrop. They said they were going to catch this video the next when I actually did a live. So when they see it now, they'll know exactly what it is. A book. So that's actually what sits in the back of my desk. I mount it on the walls like it should be, but it's so heavy with these walls, given the age of this place, it would probably rip right off the walls and break. And I'd rather not do that. And in the comments below, when you watch the video, if you have any suggestions of figures you'd love to see me cover, toy figures, not food, I would be glad to see if I have that figure. Again, I am going to go look for Polar Claw. I don't know for sure if I still have him. I've said before, and I'm not going to dwell on it this time. Years ago, I had to sell a bunch of figures. I'm not really sure anymore what had to go in the purge to keep my head above water. I did my best. Again, I've had an amazing wife who's helped me rebuild my collection, amazing friends. Bots, got quite a few of them. We can definitely do those. I have about 25 of them. So yeah, we can do those. See, easy as that. She and my son, family, friends have bought me figures over the years as gifts and stuff, and it has built into this massive collection. Which I'm going to be doing an update on the room so you can see it. I haven't posted an updated video in a long time. Trust me, it is packed. Sometimes I wonder how am I going to put my next figure in here, but I always seem to find a way of doing it, including moving the turtles to a new shelf in another room, which I'm sure my family's really happy about that. But it's what it is. Life is just what goes on. Actually, that I can do. Project Odds 2019's suggestion was BotBots, and then it was BotBot food review. And they're actually right here. BotBot foods. So that I can do. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm being attacked with my leg. I'm going to just bring her up on camera. All righty. All right. You gonna say hi to everybody? Camera's over here. Yes. This is my little assistant here tonight. She got shaved down, so she's not as furry as she was the last time she was on camera. Yes. Turtles keep moving, I noticed. Because one of my foot gland is actually waving at me now. Why does she have hair? She went to the groomer. Yep, groomer cut her down a little bit. Cut down some hair on her and a little short. This is my little co-host who's always in here with me, keeping me company when I'm doing videos. So, I mean, like I said, when I started the video today, the live stream, I wanted just to catch up with everybody, let you know what's going on. World of Collectibles. Like I said, a lot of new NECA figures. Turtles have a nice, like 60s gangster set out there, which I am going to be picking up soon. I'll do the review when the time comes for that. I just got to get around to getting it. It's actually pretty steep, though. I got to say this, about $150, so I can't just go out and buy it. I'm always talking about trying to be responsible, so I can't just do crazy things and do that and say, "Hey, everything's great." No, I have a life, family, and I would particularly like to keep my head above water and not put myself in debt over things like that. But yeah, there are some nice figures out there. You got the Night Watch Turtles, a lot of new Transformers coming out, NECA figures, Power Rangers, Simpsons. I'll be working on reviews for these soon. I'm just trying to get enough of them because I want to do a large display. I will be doing another um, display. I almost lost the word. Where, like I did last time, all the Transformers, we're going to set those all up. No, I think someone else has plans for your room, and I'm not going to interfere. Um, my son's talking when he's old, when he moves out on his own. I can buy all the figures I want. Give him in the insinuation I'm going to take over his room. Not happening. Um, what was I saying? Oh, I'm going to do another display. So that went over good last time. I want to really get into it this time. Have a lot of fun with it. We had a lot of fun, me and my son, setting it up last time, and that's something I want to do more of with this collection and with this channel. Is do more displays and things like that, especially with the Titans I have, because I've got all but two Titans now. I have all but two Titans that were available in the United States. I don't have the original Metroplex, and I don't have the new Trypticon. I have the original. Other than that, I have all the rest, and they look nice. What? You want to talk to people online? Want to say hi to them? No? Okay. Well, yeah, I mean that's things that I'm looking forward to doing. My issue is I speak too quick and I stumble over my words and words mixed together and I sound like I don't know the English language at all. And I admit this. So that's just me. But having said all that, I want to say thank you one last time to everybody. I appreciate all the support. More videos are coming along. I'm working on the lighting issue because I know in some of my videos the lightings have been really bad. It took me almost 3 months to get the lighting good enough to do RC, the headmaster. It just kept whitewashing. I still have Avatar figures I want to do, but the lighting won't work with them. It either flushes them out, actually makes the plastic glow neon, which completely ruins the shot, or it blurs it out. These are all things I'm learning how to do and adjust. And as time goes on, I'm hoping to get better and better. And one question I got asked by somebody else that I know that watched the channel, and I wanted to bring this up in case they watch this. I told them in my next live stream I would answer this question. When I do a review on a figure, do I watch other people's reviews? I've seen a lot of reviews prior to starting this channel. What I'm trying to do is not watch any current figure that is out review from anybody else so that I can form my own opinions and everything. And then I like to watch their reviews because I watch several different people to see the contrast and the differences. And it is amazing to watch them because it's always something somebody else picks. And I think I mentioned this on another video, but they weren't sure if I was serious, and I am serious about that. For instance, when I do Hatchet, he just came out, and I'm pretty sure other channels probably already got him because people get them figures well before I do. They have better ways of getting them than I do. I just have to either wait till they're available online, or I find them in the store. Or in this case, my wife bought them for me. So I will watch the review after I do my video and I've posted my video, because I like to see the differences. And even in the transformation sequences, some people follow the instructions to the letter. Some people change it up a little bit, like I do. Some people start at one side of the body all the time. Some people start at this. So it's fun to see that. And it's always fun to see how everybody picks out different favorites and different dislikes. I almost messed that up. And I think that's the hallmark of all the reviews, is finding all that. She just fell asleep in my arms, literally. She's out. I don't know if you can hear this on camera. She is snoring. She is actually snoring. Wow. But as I was saying, I like to see the differences, and I think it's really cool. I was trying to do a video recently for the Transformers Power of the Primes line in Japan, which was an exclusive to the internet, which was Star Convoy and Optimus Prime. That's still on my list. I'll answer that question in 1 second. But the lighting is what just ruined it. So I got asked a good question. Do I like any sports? And that my son is sure some people would like to know who I am to get to know me a little bit better. I do like sports. I used to love playing soccer when I was younger. I loved watching boxing. I did little amateur boxing in the army. Not good. I'm not going to sit here and say I was great at it. I was the punching bag more than anything else, but I learned. I love martial arts. I love watching the early days of the UFC. I thought it was really cool back then. Not a big fan of it nowadays with all the rules and regulations, but everybody has their own flavors. Not into wrestling as much as I used to be, but I still do like watching wrestling occasion. Before I asked, I do have other interests. I like to cook. I like to play video games. I like to hang out with my family. Sounds corny, but it's the truth. Um, but yeah, I mean, I do enjoy a lot of activities. Yep, he just brought this up. Me, a friend, and my son all sat and we watched WrestleMania this year. First one I've watched live in, I want to say, 10 years. First one I've watched live in 10 years. I watched WrestleMania this year, and it was fun to hang out with my friends and stuff. So it was interesting. Um, but you know, collectibles isn't all my life, but it's just what I do for my downtime and my clear my head moments. But yeah, there's a lot of me that's diverse, and I like a lot of different things. Again, I love tinkering with computers, learning. I went to college for computers. I wasn't forced. I went in support. Yep. My son actually does jujitsu and Brazilian MMA, Brazilian jiu-jitsu and MMA. I'm sorry. I kind of switched those around. And he went to a tournament not that long ago, and we went and supported him. And he's making a comment jokingly that I had to force to rewatch 5 hours. He forced. It was fun. I had a lot of fun with it, and I had a great time watching my son compete. So interests like that always. I have multiple kids, and they have multiple interests, and I try showing them all support. It's like, again, Father's Day was yesterday. This is what it's like being a father. I was proud to be there for him and support him in that. Just like I am proud of all my kids, and I'm happy to support them in all their decisions. Yep. I do love reading. I do read a lot. That is correct. I recently bought a book, Art of the Samurai. I've actually read the Covenant of Primus cover to cover. I read that whole book. Um, Recently rebought The Art of War. I bought that, so I'm rereading that. Last Ronin, I read that book not that long ago. I read novels online. I enjoy reading. It's something I can do at my own pace, and funny enough, it's one of the few places I feel like I don't destroy the English language when I talk. There's a lot of different aspects to myself, and what people see online or on these videos is just one part of me. And just like everybody else, I'm just human. Like I say on all my videos, I don't pretend to know everything. I still learn things every single day of the week. For instance, I didn't know my arm is apparently a pillow because she literally is pushing down on my arm so hard, she is out. And I'm talking pretty decent bass, and she isn't moving. So this is going to be fun when I go to get up in a minute because she is like pulling down on my shoulder here. But yeah, I mean, reading a course is essential to what I do with this because I like to learn notes on all these figures. For instance, I don't even have it on the desk anymore. One of the bumblebees, the running changes in the helmet and the heads and how they resculpted it. It went through multiple variations before it was released. It was the War for Cybertron, the one that's up behind me. You can't see on the other side of this rack. Um, I learned the multiple. It was like 8 different sculpts they used before they finally settled on that head, and it was actually a combination of 3 different styles of the head to make that. So I thought that was really cool to learn that. So learning like that and reading helps me become better at what I do for reviewing. Also helps me with my knowledge of what I love to do, which was to learn about Transformers and collect them. Because Transformers is my main collection. This is the one I've had the longest and the one I really have thrown myself into. When I go to a Walmart, a Target, Ollie's, which is coming in my area, um, Dollar Tree, all these places, I go in and one of the first sections I hit is I always hit the toy section to see what's there. Then I go to the video game section, and a lot of stores is where a lot of the NECA figures now are because they put them with pop figures. So I go there and I check out those figures. And those are my first 2 stops. Even then, like I go to a super Walmart that's not that far from my house. First 2 stops are there. Then I go grocery shopping. So, collecting's been part of my life and it's helped me through a lot of tough things. And, you know, reaching out, Veterans Day was not that long ago and stuff. For all the veterans out there, we've all been through a lot, and there's still ones that are worse and going through even worse than I can ever imagine that I've gone through. And my heart goes out to all of them. And this is what helps keep me sane was doing all of this and keeping all of this going because it gives me a goal. It gives me something to focus on. You know, try not to get too preachy with it, but a lot of people suffer from mental health with the military, and yeah, it's tough. I don't want to get into that whole can of worms, but having said all that, get back on focus here because I will literally go for hours on that, and I don't want to do that today. A lot more videos coming up, a lot more reviews, legacies. We are starting. Oh, come on, oh, sweetheart, you are like putting my arm. What, don't flip. You're putting my arm completely asleep. I'm gonna put you down. These are right in reach. So we are starting, and I'm not opening until I get them all. Ah, oh, that one happened. We are starting those sets. And I promise you, once I have them all, I will do them. I will do the reviews for them. I will transform them live on camera for the first time, and I will assemble each one live on camera. Be honest, that's my favorite aerial bot right there. Slingshot. That's my favorite aerial bot. And I even have my favorite Constructicon, Bone Crusher. So they put them out first. Love it. But yeah, so this is, I don't want to ramble too long here. It's been almost 50 minutes. Last thing I wanted to touch on was I wanted to see how other people store their old, see, I have everything piled up here, readouts and stuff. I've shown this before, and I just want to show it again. I do have a lot of the old readouts. I did have 8 viewers. Now I got 3. You're right. I did miss that because I was focused on talking. Thank you. Okay. That's what I was doing. So, so these are actually how I store all my old readouts. And you can see, stuff's been taken out of this book and ruined. And so, yeah. And it does say book 2 on top. These books are way, way old. I started these back in the 80s and I've been using them ever since. And I just had Power Ranger instructions fall. So this is how I store all my old G1 readouts, G2 readouts. So if you ever see these books in my videos, I'm going to be using an old readout. And I actually have the original collector cards. I have all of those in a neutral bind. That I didn't dig out because, again, doing the original G1, I wanted to get the G1 readout. So, and I like that as part of my channel. Uh, uh, Put yourself in a corner and put yourself in a timeout, please. I'm not even going to dignify that one. I'm not even going to dignify it. As I was saying, telling you, he's doing everything he can just to push me over the edge. Welcome to having kids. Anything he can to just okay. That's what I was saying. So when I do a G1 figure, I want to do the readout. When I do a figure, I want to do a bio on it. I want to try giving you as much information as I can on the figure. Like I said before, running changes of modifications, if there's different variations out there. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. But again, let me know in the comments below what you're thinking, how you feel about it, and how you think everything's going with the channel. I like the direction I'm going in. I'm a little biased, of course, I'm the one doing it. So, but I really am looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to see how this goes. Um, the other thing that was brought to my attention is that do I take numbers personal when someone doesn't review the video or I have low numbers on a video? If I did this just to get views, I'm doing this for the wrong reason. And I've meant that I mean that wholeheartedly. I've said that before. And I only bring that up because I've watched a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to do things in lighting, cameras, sound. And one of the biggest things I hear is you want to bring up your viewer count. If you want to bring up your subscribers, you want to bring up this. If I'm here just for numbers, I feel I'm doing it for the wrong reason. Me personally, like I've said before, I'm doing this A, I'm having fun doing it. And B, I'm doing this because I really want to help people who may be stuck on a figure or if they want information or say, hey, I saw these 3 things in the store. What do they really look like? Hey, look, this channel has them out. Let's take a look and let's look at these figures and see what they look like, see if I actually like them. That's why I started this channel. And that's the premise that I'm keeping it under. I mean, sometimes when I think a video is really good and I see 3 or 4 people watching, I'm like, well, time to try again. And it's going to happen. And I only say that because, like I said, every time you watch a video about improving a channel for lighting, sound, anything, one of the first things they hit you with, if you want to bring up your counts, maybe I'm here for the wrong reasons if I'm not here just to get counts. But that's just who I am. Odd Odd was talking about knowing who I am to relate to people. That's part of me. I'm still very new at this. I know I have so much to learn. Trying to learn a little bit of editing here and there. I'm going at my pace so that I fully understand what I'm doing. One person who started a channel, I was watching them not long ago, started a year after I did. They've got mad viewers. They've got magic on me. And I wish them nothing but luck. I really do. Because they've obviously got a knack. They've got something going for them. And you know what? I hope they reach the stars. Me, I'll get there eventually. But if I don't do it my way, I'm going to. That's what I was talking about. He's asking me to ask him to help him learn editing, and that's what I plan on doing. But I have to do it at my pace. But like I was saying, if I don't do this at my pace, and if I don't do this my way, I'm going to feel like it's not worth anything to me. So that's me in a nutshell with the channels and my videos and the process that I'm taking with it. And I just want to be honest with everybody watching so that you see what I'm doing and what my plans are. Having said that, you've had about 57 minutes of me babbling on. I want to say thank you for stopping in on this live stream today. I've had a lot of fun doing it. Got a lot of information out, really things going on. This year for Halloween, though, I'll be honest, you can already guess it. I'm going to have 2 Beetlejuice figures, 2 Nightmare Before Christmas figures coming out. I'm going to stagger them out all the way up to Halloween when that time comes up. If I can come up with another surprise for Halloween itself, I will definitely do that. I would love to find one, but I got to figure out what I'm going to do for a grand finale if there's even going to be one. Having said all that, what's your idea? Scary movie rankings. That is actually plausible. Yeah, because I have still an entire bucket full of Predators to go through. I still have Predators in boxes I haven't even opened yet and done reviews on. So, yeah, like I say, a lot going on. So, it's been about 58 minutes of me babbling and rolling on. We can do that. I can compile a list. He's asking me to grab 10 scary movies and rate them 1 to 10. Easy enough. October live stream. Sorry. That's exactly what I'll do then. I will do a 10 list. So, no. He's asking for burger reviews. No food. Having said all that, before he actually pushes me over the edge today with the food reviews, I want to say thank you to everybody for stopping by today. I appreciate it. This has been ALW from ALW Collectibles. I've had a great time tonight just chatting, talking to people, letting you know a little bit of me and who I am, letting you into my world so that you can see who I am and what direction I'm working with this collection and these videos. Any suggestions on what might improve the videos, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Like I said, on any of my videos or on this when it replays or you catch it. This has been ALW from ALW Collectibles. I want to say thank you very much. I appreciate it. You all have a very good day. And as always, as in all my videos, if you like what you see, hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel subscribers. I'm going to get ready for another video. And this one's coming to an end now. Have a good one.